This must have been uncovered when we moved the table. Broken zipper, maybe? I don't remember seeing anything in this shop with zippers on it.
Hello, looking for a hint? This zipper caused the scratch. Could have broken off as someone leaned against the table.
Now that we know what we're looking for, yes, you can search for clothes at the Wilds' apartment and any evidence relating to motive that can be found.
Three guns, one per trip. But only 2 guns made the trip to the gift shop. Was one brother not as wild as the other two? The zipper on these pants is broken. Keith had pants on when we found him, so they probably aren't his. If one trip had broken his zipper, he'd have likely changed his pants at home. Looks like some pictures were taken on this phone. Let's get enlargements at the lab. Try something else. Prints here probably belong to the triplet whose pants pocket gave up the phone. Hello, looking for a hint? Zipper from these pants broke off in the spot the fatal shot was fired from. Those two don't match. Those two don't match. Those two don't match. Those two don't. 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 Those two don't match. Those two don't. 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 Those two. Those two. Those two. Those. Those two don't. Those two don't. Those two don't. Print and phone book confirm we have Anthony's phone from his pants pocket. So Anthony wore the pants in question, making the scratches behind the table. Another confirmed shooter. Those two don't. Those two don't. Those two don't. Those two don't. Well, I think we just found out what girl this bra belongs to. The triplets caught their enemy in the act with Mom and suffered identical shock. Photo was taken earlier, day of the crime. The mother of all motives.
You link the two brothers to the shooting positions. That's on target enough for the crankiest judge.
We can place both of you at the origin points of the gunshots. Billy, you did indeed shoot the shoulder, while Anthony, you delivered the fatal shot to the heart. Thanks to the photo on your phone, Anthony, we know you stopped by your mother's house and got a shock to rival the electrocution of Bullet Train. Your mom and your worst enemy doing the mystery dance.
Listen, it looks bad, I get that. I do. But you gotta hold up here. This is really just an accident. We weren't trying to kill anybody. We wanted to put the fear of God into little Ed. I mean, the bastard was banging our mother. I mean, that's sick. It had to stop. We just wanted to teach that creep a lesson. Scare his ass, but good. Make sure he never went near our mom again. Keith, he tried to stop us, but Billy and me, we just went off. Mission from God kind of thing, you know? So Keith agreed to do the talking. Then at the shop, little Ed was waving Mom's bra like a red frickin' flag. I snatched it away and my gun went off into the floor. Total accident. But that shot echoed like thunder in that little shop and we went running for cover. We both yelled at little Ed to drop his gun. I mean, why didn't he? He was outnumbered. Instead, he crouched below the glass case, but with all the glare, we couldn't see so good. I told Billy, with all that glass, we should shoot it out to see better and stuff. We were squeezing our triggers and then, damn it, little Ed sits up. Why? I'll never know. And puts himself right in our sights. Hitting him was a fluke, an accident. We were booking it out of there, but Keith stopped us, made us give him our guns. Said he'd clean up after us, prop up tables, wipe off guns. Never said what he was up to, but we knew. He was gonna do what he's done so often. Cover up for his stupid brothers. There wasn't any time to think. Keith, he always shouldered the blame, and it was just how we did things. Later, the stakes occurred to us, of course, but Keith seemed to know what he was doing, creating confusion like. I mean, with the three of us sharing DNA and stuff, how could you guys ever really figure out what went down in that place?
Figuring out the truth is just how we do things.
I never meant for them to find out about Ed Jr. and me. You can't blame them for this. Blame me if you have to. This was like, you know, temporary insanity. What do you think? He was a beautiful boy. Boy, I say, but don't get any ideas. He was of legal age. And don't strain yourself trying to read anything in. If you think I was trying to get back at that monster Eddie through his son, it was nothing like that. Ed Jr. He was a sweet, innocent kid. And somebody had to teach him about life.
Kind of a short life. With your families at war, didn't it occur to you how your sons might react?
No, I figured it was my business, and why should they ever find out? Just bad luck, wasn't it? Anyway, I did my best with my boys, raising them the best I could. Well, sure, you could say I made the occasional mistake.
I can think of at least 3.
Naming the single-action army pistol the Peacemaker was the Old West at its most darkly ironic. But this case could have used a real peacemaker, a parent who could behave like an adult. Eddie put his monetary future ahead of his son's safety, and Miss Wilde risked pursuing her wild lifestyle with the forbidden pleasures Eddie's son represented. Her 3 boys be damned.
Even the Peacemaker Ed Jr. used to defend himself was a phony, a replica. Closest thing to a real peacemaker here was Keith, but he didn't have the maturity, never had the guidance. 3 wolf cubs raised in the wild. Maybe they'll fare better in captivity.
Nice sharing this investigation with you. Meet me in the office for your final evaluation. All right, here's your evaluation. For evidence, you found everything there was to find. For hints, you didn't need any at all. And at the end of the day, you followed the evidence to a clear conclusion. I can't argue with that. Good work. You did very well, though as I noted, there's still some room to improve. I'm giving you an above-average grade. And by the way, thank you for all the new specimens you found for my collection.
In the new CSI video game, Hard Evidence, a taxi driver gets a hot tip.
Our Vic's that former cabbie, current charcoal briquette.
Bridget, the fire goddess. She's got a real pyro, Jones.
I have an artistic penchant for fire imagery, but that doesn't make me a pyro or a killer.
These tattoos are all white supremacist symbols.
That is really sick.
If you can't stand the heat, get out of the crime scene. CSI, Hard Evidence.